Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? A lot of people in there. I see Tommy J and Al and Brock and Joe, Nikki Dunn. Of course, I'm imagining it's real late there, right, Nikki? Cobus, um, and Dom and Trip. I'm imagining that's Dirty Old Man, right? DOM. And who else did I say? Soy Mafia, how are you? Robert Mack in Asia. Who else did I miss anybody? Tommy J. I think I already said. Anyway, everybody that's in the chat, thanks for coming. I know I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I was, hey Joe, you're the man. She's really excited, actually. Um, thanks for the super chat. Um, yeah, I don't know. We were busy. We were at the house all day. She hired one of the gals from work to actually go over there. I know the brother's supposed to clean the place. Hey, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. Um, and they we spent most of the day over there. They cleaned the place and washed all the windows and getting it ready to move in. They still have to do a couple of things in the kitchen, and as far as putting the hood up and what else, finish mounting the sink and finish mounting in the burner or the cooktop or whatever you would call it. Hey Chris, how you doing? Hey ET and Jam, glad you could make it, man. Thank you for coming. So yeah, so everything. I don't know. Chris, what does the microphone sound like? I turned it, and I was talking to Chris after the live stream a couple of days ago, and I showed him the mic and stuff, and I kind of thought it was directional and not omnidirectional, and of course it was. So I had to rotate it in the cup, but I think it sounds better now. ET says okay here. Hi everyone. Hey Andy, how's it going? But I think it sounds better, right? Like again, we're talking about a $15 USB microphone that I think sounds perfectly acceptable. Maybe not to Chris. Chris is like high end stuff, but I take his value his opinion highly on this type of stuff. We talked last time a lot about computers and stuff like that, and I think I want to talk about them a little bit more today, only because if you're in Thailand and you bought computers here, have you experienced the same thing that I did, getting it in only Chinese and because like I said, I'm used to buying Dells and stuff like that, big name computers in the States, and it always opened up as soon as you turned it on. Welcome, let's get some information from you type stuff, your email address, your this, you want to set up that, that kind of stuff. When I turned on this one that I bought, granted it was a lower end computer, it just went straight to Windows in Chinese. So I had a hell of a time and still screwing with that. But I do want to get another one. And the one that I was talking to, hey Gator, how you doing, Jake? Um, and Trips here too. Uh, it's the one that Mike's from Live My Ass Off got, and he said he really likes. He had to add some RAM to it, but otherwise, it was perfectly acceptable. It wasn't available when I went to try to buy this. When I bought this one, and it is available now. Of course, the Verizon 9 processor is out and stuff like that, but it doubles the price, and I don't think I really need it. Everybody just saying hi. Okay. So I'm imagining the video and the sound's got to be decent in case I missed some people answering, but I think it sounds good, especially if I talk down here. But it it seems to be good for me. I don't know. It's easy. You plug in the USB and you're done. The microphone or the headset uh, uh, plugs right into the microphone. So for $15, I don't think and it comes with a stand and stuff. I put it in this arm that the what was it, the B900 or 800 came in, and it seems to work good. Let's see if I miss a question. Why not get? Hey Black Sheep, how you doing? I was going to. I haven't written you back yet, but yeah, I'll give you all the dimensions. I was over there yesterday at the house, and I nailed down pretty much all the dimensions of what it's going to be, and I changed the depth on the pool. I think I'm going to go ahead and let it only be maybe a foot in USA terms above grade. The pond will still be almost a meter above, and they're basically going to be 3 by 4.5. The the pond's going to be with the filter section in it is going to be 3.5 or 3.75 by 4, and it's kind of I'll show you the shape. I'll get around to it. I did see your thing, and of course, I'll take any kind of help I can get on anything. I'm not a kind of guy that just says I'm better than anybody. I will definitely take any kind of input I can get. That's for sure. The only thing is, I'm not really. I mean, I have an Apple phone. I know that people like Dana uh, and some other people that I know, they use them and they like them. James uses the Mac Pro deal too, but I'm so used to using this Windows based deal. I think, and a lot of people that can help me are in Windows based stuff. So that's mainly the reason, and price, I guess, a little bit. I think the one that came back up, the Asus, and I don't know if I'm saying that right, whatever it is, Jesus, whatever the thing may be, um, that Mike's from Live My Ass Off has is 21.9 something. And the closest stuff that even going up to the Ryzen 9 doubles at 40, and I believe that the Mac Pros are way above that. I want to say 60,000 baht, and I could be wrong. If you know, by all means, let me know. No, definitely. And I'm glad that you popped in because I've been trying, it's just been kind of hectic now with the house getting so close. We've been actually spending a lot of time over there, especially on the weekends. And they did do the concrete. There's now a concrete slab in the backyard that I think I did a little short on. I don't remember. It's I think it's almost 6.5 or 7 meters by 3 meters, and that's where I'm going to set the temporary above ground Intertex pool, 2 meter by 3 meter that I've kept them in forever, and that's where I'll set that up, and that'll eventually be a little covered area for maybe a little bar, definitely a table, a barbecue, and like I said, I'm hoping a pizza oven. But I definitely will get back to you. Hey, Daniel, how are you? Did I miss anybody here? Start. I think I'm caught up, sort of. Thanks, Chris. Um, but and thanks, Nikki, and thanks, Joe, for the super chats. She's already setting up the stuff now. Like I said, I think originally she was gonna get a regular ice cream thing or something, but now so I guess she's got a line on the cart that actually makes the coconut ice cream that scrapes it off the thing. Anyway, I like that. That stuff's pretty good. And the kid, she said, likes that too. So that's what we're going to end up doing. Hopefully within the next, I thought maybe we were going to get it done before New Year's, but trying to move into the house, I'm going to guess it's going to be after January 9th. I think we're going to get in the house first. But let's see. I think I am. All right. What? Okay. What does Black Sheep say? David P says the MacBook Air will cut videos too way faster than the older MacBook Pros. Okay. Yeah. Did you know how much are they, David? I'm just curious. I haven't looked at the price on them. Let's see. Jam has a question here. Let's see real quick. I'm gonna do Nikki real quick here. Doing pancakes next recipe with Dave. We'll have to see. Yeah, I like pancakes too. I don't make them much. I don't cook them, but like I said, it's going to be different when I get into the kitchen in the new house because that's basically my kitchen. Question: can we buy MacBooks from US and take in with? Yes. No. no tax stuff. If you are gonna buy one, Jam, and you're buying it, let's say for somebody, just make sure you take it out of the packaging, like it's been used or whatever. And I don't see any problem unless you try to bring in 10. I would think even a couple would probably be okay, but definitely if you're just bringing your one notebook or laptop from the States, you won't pay anything. Let's see. Need a freezing pan. Yeah, cold desserts. Yeah, it the one that I usually have, I maybe once every 2 months or something. The one stand or one cart we stand by or we stop at, they they make it that way, scraping it off the deal, and it's really good. And she said the kids will love it. The kids are gonna like anything that they get. And the longer that we wait, I would have liked to have had it done, even though they don't celebrate Christmas in Thailand per se. I would have liked to have done it around that time for them, but it'll be after that. And let's see, David says about 1,000 USD, 256 gigabyte hard drive, 8 memory. That's left the big capacity hard drives, which will cost you more. Well, that's still not too bad, I thought, because well, that one that I'm going to get is only 700, but I'm probably going to spend another 100, bumping the RAM up from 8 to at least 32 or something. But I don't know exactly. I'll let the guy that has the IT guy that works with my wife. He does it on the weekend. I like to give him the money to do it, and he's really good at it too. Hey, Kisa. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I said, I guess you're going to try to go on the. People like the Max. I can't. I'll answer that first. But yeah, I put welcome to the Williams. I guess you're going to try to go on the next bike ride, which would be awesome. Look forward to seeing you. So 32.9. That's not bad actually. It's 10,000 more than the one that I'm looking at. I thought they were more. I thought they were like double. So that's not bad at all. Question: how many fish are there? Right now, I had I don't know if you remember, about a month and a half, 2 months ago. All of a sudden, the government decided they were going to start loading up the water that we're getting here. Now, I've had them in that water for 2 years and never any problems. And they loaded it full of chlorine, and we really didn't know it. And the water level had dropped, and we ended up putting in a big amount of like a third or more of water in the fish, and I lost about half of them. So I'd say, and some of the big ones too. It was really sad, actually. Not to go, not to say too much bad stuff about it, but one of the friends of my mother-in-law ate them and loved them. A lot of people eat carp. They say there's a lot of bones in them, but they're supposed to be really good. A lot of people think they're junk fish because they're bottom feeders and that kind of stuff, but they loved them. They said they were absolutely delicious, which kind of sucks, but I guess they were better than them just getting, thrown away. But I lost about half. I'd say there's probably 30 of them in there now. There was about 65. There was way too many. It was overcrowded, but I had it over filtered, so it wasn't too many. But that's about it. Probably about 30, I guess. And I'm going to get some bigger ones once I get them moved into the new pond, which will be more state of the art. I'll have more monitoring on it, be able to keep stuff. A lot of filtration. I'm going to put chlorine filters, even though I'm going to be using the well water more than likely. But just in case, I'm going to put it through a chlorine filter before I put it in there. Because it's really hard. People don't even, before I even realized it, because I had a hard time getting to all my test kits when this happened. And it happened really quick. I mean, they started going within the first 10 minutes. So I knew it was either ammonia or something to that effect, something with the water. And sure enough, I mean, I could almost smell it. I dumped it, and I have a little that little goldfish pond. It's only like I don't know, a meter and a half by by a meter or something. I dumped a bunch of them in there, and they actually kind of came back. So now I put the automatic water, level deal in there, which I've had, but it was I haven't been paying as much attention to it as I should. So I'm making sure that it cleans, so it gets just a little drip of water in there. So anyway, yeah, I lost about half them, but about 30. And like I said, the bigger ones I'll be going back. Okay, what did Brock say about this? He says, with me some years ago and left it in the house. I'll be taking another on my next trip. Yeah, and I never had any problem with anybody saying anything. And as long as they're not bringing, that would be a problem. Then they probably would say, hey, what are you doing with this thing? And they'd probably want to tax you on it. But otherwise, if you take it out of it and you're still bringing it for somebody, and they don't mind that you're going to do that, and you pay less, but I don't know what they are. I'd like to check I would check the prices here. I again would be semi worried about, is it going to come? Like I know Mike said that he bought his from a place in the mall, and they kind of did a bunch of stuff to his before he took it out of the store and took it home after he bought it. And I'm imagining maybe changed it over to English or whatever they needed to do. So I'm gonna have to maybe if I do purchase that one, I will write them. It's on Lasada, and ask them, is this going to be in English? Or can you make it that way and that kind of stuff. If not, I can I can have somebody do it for me when it gets here. What did Keisha say? I need a new computer. Was this TT? How you doing? I need a new computer. The one I have. Yeah, this one won't do. It won't do 4K. I mean, it'll do 4K if I've got 3 days to do a video, but I don't. And but let's see. If you're not, if you aren't too computer switched on, then don't move to the Mac learning curve. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to stay with the one I got, Brock, or the the Windows based. But it should be. This one. If Mike says it's good or it works for everything he wants it to, it should be probably 10 times more than what I need. Got an appointment here in a few. Got to run. Okay, you have a good one. I hope to see you soon. Hopefully on the next trip, the bike trip. That would be awesome. Like you are a PC person for sure. I was always an Android phone deal until the 7 came out, and my wife got me the 7, and then I got the 8, and I haven't got anything since, and I'm still trying to figure out how the hell to do everything on the 8 that it can be done. That's how bad I am with stuff. Printers in the past, Epsons are the easiest to install. Nick saying goodbye. Jam saying hi to TT. Everybody saying goodbye. Brock. Jesus. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah. We try not to do too much religion and any kind of government policies. It seems like everybody's got there, but I'm sure everybody has their own opinion about stuff. Let's see. My daughter bought a Mac some years ago. I had to set up the Canon printer as it wasn't straightforward. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty much, I guess, is that an Apple thing problem? Because I mean, I've always had Windows 10 based stuff, and it pretty much plug and play, and I've never had a problem setting up anything. Must be maybe a Mac thing, I'm guessing. Yeah, see, I would have never known what to do. Somebody would have had to come over and do something, Brock. Yeah, the only thing that I liked about I like about my phone, and maybe the newer Androids are different, but the Androids that I had in the past, they would get viruses and stuff, just like my computer. And I've never ever had that problem with my Apple phone. Never had anything hacked into or, made, downloaded some kind of virus or nothing. Nothing. Of course, I try not to open up crap either, but I've never had a problem like that. See what Cobus says. Dave, hey, what are your plans for the big day? And I'm not talking about Christmas. I don't know. I'm probably going to end up doing a live stream because today's the 20th, right? So in 2 days on Wednesday, I'll probably do another live stream. What does Zoe say? I just washed the hard drive on the laptop. I have a fresh install, no problems, and nice stores in Sarin. Any night. My wife just pointed one out to me, Zoe, yesterday. When we were leaving the home, she wanted to stop and get some tamarind. I don't know, it's expensive, she said. And one of the stands there had it at a reasonable price. And I was with her and her mom. So we stopped, and right next to it is a place she's been telling me about to go and check out prices on computer. And I'm forgetting the name of it, but we are going to go there and just look at prices. And when I do, maybe I'll do a little video. If not, I'll make sure that I mention it in a live stream or put it on something, the name of it. And I'll probably do a video. It'll probably be easier to do. Yeah, really excited actually. When we go over there now, like I said, it's even worse because now you go over there and everything's 98% done, 95%, something in that range. And you want to just stay there, And now, especially when they cleaned up everything and got all the dirt and dust and everything off of everything, you definitely want to stay. But everybody's excited. The kids are excited. And I didn't realize it, but they're coming Friday, and they're going to be here till the 2nd. I guess some kind of a break. I didn't realize it. So for almost a week. So they're going to get to partake in some of the packing and stuff, at least of their rooms and stuff. And then I will try to bring them back because, like I said, I wanted to let them all be, I wanted the whole family to be involved in moving into the house. I used to be an Apple guy. I changed to Android a few years ago. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the one thing that I like about my phone is I've never had any kind of problems with any kind of viruses or anything. Been using a laptop for 10 years now. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing that I've heard is the best about the Macs is they just don't get it. And with McAfee, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I've had that for a long time. I haven't really had any problems with my computer, my laptops. So I don't know if that's. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Yeah, and I'll probably do a Christmas live stream too. Why not? I'll probably because it's gonna be Christmas in the States the day after, right here in Thailand. So I'll mainly probably be on some kind of a FaceTime call or something with my grandkids and my son, I hope, and my mom and some of my other family there. So yeah, we'll have some fun on Christmas. Why not? My trading computer cost over 7,000. Wow. Yeah, I just don't want to spend that kind of money. I want something that's going to be, easy for me to use, but I don't want to go crazy. Like I said, 1,000 and under, I'll accept that because I paid damn near 1,000 for that iPhone 8, $920 or something 4 years ago, whenever they came out. Let's see what Zoe said. Would Dave agree to a nice shallow beard trim for a price? Yeah, it's about time to do it. I was going to leave it a little bit on the longer side for Christmas, but it does need to be trimmed again. Back now, puppy is sleeping. Thank you. You have to update with the video on the current state of the new home. Okay. I will. And when we do move in, I've already talked to my wife. She's going to have to help me. I told her because if I'm if I'm holding the gimbal and doing a live stream from there, I want her to be able to read. It's going to be hard for me to read the comments, and I'm going to try to give a lot of prices there, but I will actually do a complete video probably I'm hoping by the end of January, on exactly every penny that I spent on that house, because I know a lot of people are interested. Well, how much did you pay for that tile, and how much did you pay for that toilet, and how much did you pay for that sink, and how much was the granite, and and because I know that I was interested in that, especially people that are going to do, going to build or thinking about building or what's it going to cost. But if you've got a Thai wife or a Thai girlfriend or a Thai partner or whatever it is, and like in my case, she owned the land, she got the loan. All I do is gonna pay the payment on it. Uh, I don't see any reason why not to build, except China steel is quite high right now. But it's up to you. I mean, I'm already planning. I mean, even if I was to pay for it and I had the money and I paid for it, it's still going to go to my wife. So it doesn't really matter to me. You have to, of course, feel confident in the person you're with. But if you don't, you're going to have a miserable life anyway, because I wouldn't live with anybody that I didn't completely 100% trust. I just wouldn't do it. Uh, and if it ends up to bite me in the ass, then so be it. But let's see. Everybody's saying hi to Mark. Long time no see. Mark says hi to Clovis. Let's see. That was the one, the beard one, right? The beard trim. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi. Let's see. Brock says about McAfee. Tends to be a lot of system power. I went to stuff in a bunch of years ago, and it's good. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I pay for McAfee or whatever. Better be dressed up. I don't have anything to. Maybe I'll buy a hat. That's probably about as far as it's gonna go, Andy. Yeah. 44th. I wish, Andy. Gonna be 65, man. Unbelievable. Even looking at myself right now on the thing, it's just like, oh, I don't know. I never thought I'd live that long. Um, moving hit hire move. Oh, I'm definitely hiring movers. Definitely, not a doubt in my mind. I hired them when I moved from the other rental. When they sold that to here, I hired them out of Buriram. They came an hour and took 2 or 3 loads, 2 loads, I think, and that was right before the was it the second? No, the first. I don't know. They were locking down stuff, and Buriram was going to the next day after I moved. Was going to get you couldn't get in and out of Buriram unless you had a good reason, and going to move somebody wasn't a good reason. But they made their money and they got back before midnight, and they made it. And they're probably the same company that I'll use now. But I hate moving. I won't ever do it again. I won't pack nothing. I'll pay people. I don't care what it costs me. Let's see. Will you broadcast ring doorbell, install new house, then focus on? Yeah, I will do. I will definitely do videos on the installation of both the plunge pool, the backyard complete, the water system, the filtering of the water system, the koi pond, the construction of the tiki area after the koi pond's done, and I move the koi out of the temporary pond. I'll try to capture everything on video. Hey, Baldy, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Thanks, Nikki. But yeah, I don't know, man. You come here to Thailand, and me especially. It's like I don't know if I'm hoping. I mean, I couldn't possibly believe. I mean, that my wife would do anything besides the fact that if she was if we were to split or something like that, it would be her that would take the hit. I mean, it's the 2.3 million dollar or million baht loan is in her name. She can't afford to make the payment. So um, as far as and then putting me on the book, and like I said, it was just different different things that showed me, that she told me just in passing, not, hey, I tried to do this and hey, I tried to do that. No, just like, oh, we're talking, yeah, when we were doing this, my mom was even saying, if we have to sell the truck or we have to sell the house, we're not going to let him die, and to a Thai person, I mean, that's everything that they have, everything that my wife and her family had, were willing to give it up for me. That's saying something, man. I don't know. But I believe my wife loves me and I love her dearly. So, everybody saying hi to Baldy. Brock, why work your muscles when you can? What is this? What did I miss? When you can, yeah, exactly. Okay, the movers. Yeah, it's just, I just hate moving, man. That's why, like I said, do I want to move to the beach somewhere eventually? I would love to. Would I look forward to the move? No. And I have to move everybody. So if we do, and my wife, this is her dream home. We designed it together. She's been dreaming about having a house built probably since she was 3, you know, and so it's going to be tough. Probably the closest thing that I'm going to get is if I buy a condo in Rayong and I go there, once a month for Monday through Friday. I would be happy with that. That would be fine. And because, like I said, I think I get the condo remodeled, everything for $1 million. So what is that? 30,000 US dollars? Ridiculously cheap, and the view is just phenomenal. If you ever get a chance, go on Thailand Digital Nomad Tom's channel, and you'll see some videos that he made from inside his condo, and it's basically right down the way from him. Same view, same floor, I think, same everything. But definitely worth it. See if I'm missing anything. Question. I like when you put question. That really helps. Jam's got it down. How long you rent before you decide to build your house? It was been, I I was 8 months before I met my wife. I was in Phuket and I rented there. And then we rented together 2 years. So 2.5 years, I guess. But it's taken almost a year to build the house, which is probably about at least 5 months too long. But like I said, with the rise in steel and the builder not walking away from it and being committed to finishing the house, it's worth the wait. And now I've only got 3 weeks and I can go. Let's see, Dave, you're in Thailand. You have to use Thailand math. Yeah, exactly. I wish, if they give me another shot at 21, boy, would I have the world by the whats, man. I out of all the stuff that I've experienced in my life, and to go back and get to live it over again, holy crap. Uh, let's see. I haven't seen Carl for a while. Okay. Somebody must ask Baldy that question. Okay. How many what? How many chilies can Baldy handle in Suntum? Gators, hello. Saying hi to Baldy. I hate moving. Yeah, I know, it just sucked. The only fun move that I had was moving to Thailand. I packed 3 suitcases and headed out. And then every place that you pretty much go here is furnished. Now, when we moved into the other house, it was empty, so I had to buy everything: bed, refrigerator, tables, microwave, couches, everything for the whole house, beds for everybody. So yeah, it was. But it was easy to do that because I just called. My wife picked it out, I paid for it, and they delivered it and set it up. So it made it nice. So yeah, that was probably the best move that I had. And I know that we've been talking about trying to come here and hey Martin, how you doing? Glad you could stop by. Uh, let's see. Okay, what is this one? Let's see what Martin says. I am aiming to move to the land of smiles middle of next year. Anything that I can do to help you out, Martin, by all means, hit me up on either a live or my email or whatever. I'll help you as much as I can. 2.3 bond, just saying, 100 grand or so. Did the construction consume the entire loan? Yeah. No, it's not personal. Pretty much everything that I've put on this channel, I'm pretty much open about my life and everything. So, it's 100. It yeah, because it's going to be almost 3 by the time we get done with the plunge pool, the pond, the tiki hut area, all the landscaping, both hardscape and soft. It'll all be. Now we did also, and like I said, when I do the breakdown, but it's going to be close to 3, maybe 3.2, and that's without the land. That's just the cost, because the brother didn't include the carport covers for the carport and for the Thai kitchen or the wall or the driveway, which was kind of weird, but I didn't get into it. He's got to make a little bit of money too, and like I said, I know he's hurting because he was building 3 houses and steel doubled. So I know he kind of took it in the shorts a little bit there. But I'll break down everything. But no, I'm pretty much an open book. Anything that you want to ask, I'm more than happy to answer to a certain extent. I plan to give all my stuff to my yeah exactly Joe. That's me too. What does Brock say? In Thailand, I'm lucky if I can even do simple repairs. My family and friends will take over. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, I will not ever do any more work on any bike. I mean, even the Honda, when I got back, the Scoopy, for some reason, complete flat tire, wouldn't even take air. Have no idea what happened. But I had to have the cousins that are building the wall came over in the morning, loaded it in the truck. I was going to take it to the the cheaper scooter repair places, and after I dropped off my wife on Saturday, I said, I'm just going to go to Honda. I don't want to be bothered. The Honda by me has a huge parking lot, and I got a place to park the truck. They took it in and out of the truck. They said you can wait. It'll only take us 20 minutes or something, and that kind of stuff, and we'll put it back in the truck if you want to. And I said that would be great. 221 baht to take that tire off, put a new tube in it, put it back in. I mean, that's the cost of the tube, the labor, everything. So I won't do it. I won't ever work on any scooter or pretty much do anything in Thailand because, like I said, the cousin is now I'm having him bid per job, but he's like 500 baht a day. That's pretty much what the workers go for. If you're a little bit more in skilled labor above that, it's a little bit more. But I'm going to have 2 of them, probably him and one of the guys. So it'll be right around 1,000 baht a day, $30 a day, and they'll be working for 2 or 3 months doing the plunge pool, the pond. They already did the concrete and the in the backyard, so they'll have work to do. So they're happy as heck, and so I'm happy. You're watching the football game. Good for you. I'm caught up. Did I miss anything? 2.3. 1 point. No. Short. What did I miss? Spelling errors. I can't spell either. I usually talk. Hey, Douglas, how you doing? Good morning to you. Just a bad speller. Yeah, and some of the stuff you got to watch that freaking translate or the at least on the iPhone. God knows what it'll say when you're trying to talk into it. But I found that I definitely want to read that thing before I push the send button. Happy days for the hacks in Canada canceled till after Christmas. What was that? Oh, hockey. Hockey's been canceled. What does Dom say? Is it normal to put tubes in some of the tires? I think I want to say that my Forza, and I should know for sure, but I'm pretty sure my Forza is tubeless. I need to check that out. I do have a tubeless tire repair kit on there, so I'm hoping it is. But the mag rims have a tendency to be tubeless. The ones with the spoke rims have a tendency to be tubed for reasons pretty self-explanatory. It's hard to seal up a spoked rim. I've never seen a spoked rim tubeless. Everybody said hi. I like the way everybody talks in the chat. It definitely takes it off of me. So anyway, so let's invite people in. Wow, it's been 40. I've been rambling for that long and no one's said anything. You like to hear me ramble? Copy. Put it in here. Paste. And there you go. In case anybody wants to come on, you're more than welcome. I'm sure Brock will. Mark, Andy. How was your lunch, Mark? I heard everybody had a good time, good food, good company. Wish I was there. Kind of sucks, but like I said, if I definitely want to get or try to get that condo, because then I'd be over there for at least 4 or 5 days every month, and be able to hang with everybody. Who are the Bucks playing? I'm sure Jake will let you know. I haven't watched any American football since I've been here in Thailand, which has been 3 years now. Okay, no worries. Yeah, I bet it was. You had to have fun with that group of people. How can you not? And I'm looking forward to one week when we can get 8, 10, 12, 15 people from this channel to meet up somewhere over that area, Rayong or Jantiem or Pattaya. Will be nice. You think so? But let's see. Wow. Yeah, I know. Isn't that's unbelievable, isn't it? 1,400 subs. Unbelievable. I'm still in awe over 100. So, but even if it always stayed at 100 and I have, the people that come on here, I'd still be content. I got the 1,000 was almost like a milestone that I just wanted to hit because that was like the number that everybody shoots for. Now after this, I really don't. I mean, what's next? I don't know. 5,000? I don't know. But whatever it is, if it stays the same, but it seems like it's climbing pretty steady. There's 2, 3, 4 a day. I mean, it's really good for me. I mean, I don't know. People like James and Chuck and Joe, they probably get hundreds a day. I don't know, but not me. Andy's leaving. All right, Andy, take it easy. What is this one? Has Dave installed a sidecar? No, not yet. Not yet, Zoe. Your Mojo. Let's bring on Brock. Let me change the screen layout. Mr. Brock, how are you, sir?
Good morning.
How's it going?
Not too bad. Nice quiet day.
Yeah, that's the way it is here too. Now my wife went to work, and my mother-in-law actually, she made my food before she left. So I have Lamu sitting over there waiting for me after I get done. But let's see. So expected. What did I miss there? So expected finish date for. Yeah, I would say that's probably pretty close. I'm hoping to be able. My wife wants to have all that stuff done before we do the actual monk coming to the house, the whole ceremony type thing, and we're going to do our wedding there too. We are married legally, but we haven't done the village or the Buddhist wedding yet. So we're going to do that all in one day. And anybody that's in Thailand and is close to Surin, stop by and have a drink and some food. There'll be plenty. What does Mark say? Places I think about to change. Is that 10 million baht? What is that? I missed something. What did I miss, Mark? Let's see if I can find what Jam said. Question: how much money we should have in Thailand Bank for retirement visa? It's 800,000 now, but 400,000 if you're married. I don't know if you're a couple or not, Jam. If you're a couple, it's 400,000 for a retirement visa, and they are talking about jacking it up to 1.2 million, and then I'm imagining the marriage is going to be half of that, which would be 600. So, but I don't know, Mark. Maybe you know. Did it go up? Did it go up for sure? I know they were talking about it, but I hadn't heard anything. Let's see. What did I miss here? Anything? No. Jam prices. What was this one? Mark says updated information on your country's Thai embassy website. Did they change it in from Australia, or do you know? Do you know, Brock?
What's
Gator
that,
says
sorry?
400, 800.
Oh,
Who's the
that's
other old guy who's trying to come in? The only reason I kind of hesitate when I don't know exactly who it is because I don't want somebody to flash on here and get the channel shut down. So I kind of question it. So if you could just change your name for a minute or let me see who it is, I'll bring you onto the stream. I have a lot of old guys. Hey, Craig, how you doing? So Mark says it's on the website. Yes, it went up. It went up for Sydney and LA, I believe. So it went up to the 1.2 million. I'll have to check. I guess check anyways. Of course, don't take any
it's,
of our.
it's Joe, Dave.
Oh, it is Joe. Okay, I can do that then. Hey, Joe. You are one of the other old guys.
Hi, guys.
How's it going? Oh, it's me. Okay, there you
Hey, Joe.
are. Let's see what Martin has to say. I dig all the videos when the gang is together. I see how much the guys are suffering. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a great time. I mean, I can't say enough about the people. You know, Chuck, Joe, and James, and everybody that I met on the trip. Just like I said, when I kind of try to judge somebody when I see them on YouTube. You know, are they the same when I meet them? And all but one has been, I haven't met really, but all of them have been, except for 1%, less than 1%, have all been exactly what you see is what you get, as far as Chuck or James or Joe. It's and it's a ball. I can't wait for the next motorbike trip. Hey Randy, how you doing? Dave, would you like the rendered brandy, the official? The Reverend? Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? I'll have to ask my wife because I don't think they do anything like that in a Buddhist wedding. But I did it for my cousin. My cousin that had the Lou Gehrig's disease got married right before he found out, about a year before he found out he had it, to a nice lady, and I ended up going online and getting whatever it is. I could marry people, so I only married two people. I married him, and I married the guy, the millionaire across the street, to his American Indian wife. But yeah, I will ask her. In Thailand, it's still 800K. Yeah, that's what and I would imagine why would they change it in other embassies and different in Thailand? They're sovereign soil, right? I mean, a Thailand embassy in the U.S. is Thailand. So I don't know. I guess check and make sure. It would, like I said, in my instance, do I bring that much in? Yeah, I bring in 3,200 U.S. dollars, which usually works out to be like 105, something like that. But if the bot changes, it could drop below that. I've had it as low as 100, and if it doesn't meet that criteria, then I'm going to have to figure out about bringing a chunk of money in. Now, according to my understanding, and of course, check it out, it's a combination of both. So let's say if I put 100,000 in there or 200,000, then I only need to bring in $1 million in a year. That's my understanding. It's a combination of what you have and what you bring in monthly. And the monthly, as far as I'm concerned, is you could bring in, if you wanted to do 1.2 million, you could bring in 200,000 in 1 month, and you're getting it the next month. You bring in $1 million, you have 1.2 million in 2 months. So I don't know, but always check. Always check. Here it says here, the LA Council has both 800 and 1.2 in different areas of the site, so it's likely a bit of testing waters. Yeah, and it just seems like what a bad time to here's the people. I mean, I bring in that much money and I spend pretty much that much money here in Thailand. I know other people that live here. Um, they they bring in that chunk of money. Why are they trying to penalize the people that are bringing in that money? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's kind of stupid, actually. I think because what happens if somebody doesn't have a big chunk of money and they only have the 67,000 baht each month? They're just not going to come here and live. I don't know. I think if Thailand, I'd rather have the 800,000 a year guaranteed from every person retired here than that.
Can you hear me now, guys?
I can hear you.
Yep, we can hear you.
Al says, if I had, what did I say? That's for you, Brock. Did you already answer it?
He
22 years.
said if he had the money, he could have learned to fly the chopper.
Brock says, what did you say? It's an Australian chopper. And in France, we could fly over Osweiler. Let's see. Craig says, I'm arriving the day after Christmas. How good for you. Hopefully we meet up. I'd like to meet you for sure. All right, cool. All right, so I'm caught up again. It's amazing. So yeah, so I don't know. Check with the Thai embassies, I guess, and find out. But I don't know. I think it's kind of their 500 or 1,000 or 1,500 baht entry thing or whatever that I could care less about. They want to make a little extra money that way. I wouldn't have a problem. That wouldn't curb my thing to move here. Probably either would the 1.2. Joe leave again?
Hey,
you there, Joe? Where'd he go?
He's dropped off.
I flew B-52s. Wow. But it was on the ground. Okay. I gotta make sure I read the whole statement. I was impressed there for 1 second.
I actually got a few hours up flying the chopper.
Who does?
Me.
You? Yeah.
Yeah, I had a few hours flying up and down the coast in Western Australia.
My buddy, my buddy that does the he's closing his business down. He's had it open for 35 years, and his mom and dad. His mom was a big wig in the, what is it called? The what is the governing agent in the U.S.? The
FAA.
Yeah, the FAA. And his dad flew the helicopter for the police department there, the one that's up at night, with the spotlight going around. Yep. He did that for like 20, 25 years, I believe. Okay, what did Mark say? Jam, I got my OA visa in Australia, so I didn't need the cash in Thailand, just need to transfer. Yeah, 65 minimum per month. Yeah, it just has to add up to 800. I wouldn't take any chances on what I said, but I do believe that's the way it reads. And if there was a problem, you could probably, like I said, of course, check yourself. But you could bring in 1 month, you could bring in 60, and the next month you bring in 70, and as long as it adds up all those months, 12 months adds up to 800, unless they change it to 1.2. You should be okay. But be on the safe side. I would bring a minimum of 67 in every month, and you won't have a problem unless they change it, which I hope they don't. You have problems there. No worries, Joe. If you get them sorted out, come on back, jump back on. You jumped out of CH-53s, okay.
Yeah, I tended not to jump out of aeroplanes.
And somebody's asking, are there any nice Cessnas available in Australia?
Sure are.
Are there?
Yeah,
One of my buddy had. Go ahead.
My company I used to work for used to sell them, bring them in from the States, assemble them, sell them.
And so, my buddy that I was just telling, the son of the pilot and the FAA, he had a Bonanza, and we flew that a few times. Nice plane, nice aircraft. Let's see, I've flown what? Hugs and logged 500 hours. Mark has. And here Craig says he's at 40,000 or 400K. So I don't know. Are you a couple, or are you single, Jam? Unless you don't want to say, it's okay too. Let's see. Awesome Highland. I got here late. Maybe you've already had comments about it. No, I mean, whatever, Randy. Anytime. Don't worry about it. Just had a quick look at the embassy website in Australia. 1.8 million deposited in bank and 1.2 million per year. That's for a 5-year visa. Okay, I don't know about 5 years. Maybe that's true. Oh, obviously that's true. Hey, Chris, how are you?
Hey, guys.
I like that motor in the background.
Oh, that's why I put it up.
They were too expensive for my blood. I did have some motors built, but once, like I said, I was buying panheads and knuckleheads and flatheads and stuff when I was young and building them, and I paid $1,000 for basket cases, and I don't think you could touch anything a basket case even for 20,000. Now I don't know. I don't look at it anymore. But when they started jacking up all the prices and everybody started riding more and more and more, I just, like I said, the last one I bought was a 2008 dyno, which is the cheapest big bike they make, and I think I paid $12,400 for it. I think the same bike today is only like 14,000 or 13,900 or 14,200. They didn't rise much, and it's an excellent bike. The only thing I did off of the showroom did come with a single seat, and
Yep,
it didn't sit right. I had lowering shocks put on it when they took it off the showroom. They put lowering shocks on it, and I didn't touch it. Had plenty of horsepower, it had everything, and it handled extremely well. So
yeah, that's what I love about this one. It was end of 2016 Fat Boy Low, and yeah, it's just a lounge chair on wheels. It's great.
Yeah, they're good. If I was gonna get a bagger, I'd probably get a Road Glide. I just, something about that fixed fairing and the way that it sat and rode. My buddies have them, and I really had it. If I was in the States, that's probably what I would have ended up with. Once my wife passed, I probably would have got that. But
yeah, well,
I gave the old. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, unfortunately, someone's coming to collect this one in about 2 weeks' time. She's not coming to Thailand with me.
Yeah, I mean, if you tried to bring that to Thailand, you'd have to spend $1 million.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. No, and like I said, I'm a big Harley guy, man. It's what I did my whole life, and I am perfectly content. I can't say enough about that frickin' Forza. It's just like, it's comfortable to ride. Everything about it. The moving windscreen, all of it's good. All of it's good.
Yeah.
What are you going to get when you come here? Have you thought about it?
Yes. Look, something small, low maintenance, with enough power just to get around, because as you know, I lived in Asia for quite a while. Having truckloads of power is just a waste of time and get yourself in trouble. So
if I was just going around town, I love my Scoopy. I got a good deal on it, and it's perfect for here in Surin.
Yep.
But if I had to get another bike, I really liked my PCX, but I think they're a little overpriced. But that 155 that Mitch has and that Kevin 30 in the wake up, excellent little bike, and they're cheap. You can buy them 2 years old with like 15,000 kilometers or something, 100 or less, and pay like under 40, 35, 38, something like that. I mean, you can't beat
Thanks,
them
Brock.
if that's what you're looking for. If that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, look, absolutely. You know, I basically up until 2016, you know, had bikes in Philippines and a bike in Singapore, and they were sports bikes, and my back and my wrists are over it. So that was when I bought the Harley, and everything just went away. So it's great.
Yeah, I have a tendency to agree with that. The only thing that I think I might get is I might get some kind of a, I don't know, a gel pad or an air pad for the seat, because at an hour I could go an hour and a half, and it's pretty painful. An hour is perfect, and even at the hour, I only have to get out, walk around the bike twice, get back on it, and go. It's just actually getting up to stretch, and I can go another hour.
Yeah.
But Tony, Bad Badger, he said that he had one on his, and he said it's like night and day. It's nice to have. So I might. And then how does the microphone sound? Like, you might have answered me.
Yeah,
earlier,
I did. Yeah. No. Look, it sounds great.
Okay,
you know,
cool.
It actually sounds a lot clearer.
Right.
And it's got more depth to it. And the level's about right. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I know nothing about all the levels. Let's see. I know a guy who slipped at the pool at a local hotel and settled with just enough money to buy a badass Harley. A month later, his wife divorced him. Go figure. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was surprised that women stayed with me, especially when I was younger and running around, because, I could go for days, when I was young, and before my wife that passed. Yeah, she was pretty good with everything. She pretty rolled with the punches, but it was one of those deals. Like I said before, if I couldn't trust my wife that I have now, I wouldn't be with anybody. And if I can't totally trust somebody, it's not worth being in a relationship, as far as I'm concerned. She can have everything of mine. It doesn't matter to me. But so with the houses and stuff, like I said, she's in the worse position than me. People are asking. Let's see, my wife. What did Buck say? My wife won't let me ride bikes anymore, so I parked it down the road at a friend's house, then ride my push bike home at night.
Nice.
That works.
Stealth mode.
That's the way my wife is now. She's more worried about me being 65 years old here in a couple of days and being out doing 11 hours by myself, getting run off the road or something, and no one knowing what to do. She really is. She made me promise if I go on any long deals, she wants to go, which she's always invited. And because she wants to take care of me. I don't want anybody else to have that. I want to take care of you. It's just like I said, certain things in relationships, especially with the Thai women I've known, and probably pretty much any in Southeast Asia, if they're asking you if you've eaten, are you full, have you taken your medicine, it's because they actually give a shit. They're not just rambling. It's because they really do care. Am Thai, my husband retiring next year. Cool. We must have minimum income for two. We just celebrated 21 years. Wow, congratulations. St. Augustine, Florida. I am new to YouTube. Well, I'm glad that you found us. Welcome to our family. And it would be 40,000 a month or 400 as it reads right now. If they change it, it might be 60,000 and 600, 60,000 or 600 a year, 60,000 a month if they change it. Because I imagine they wouldn't change the being married, right? I wouldn't imagine they'd they'd screw with that. So,
Kind
and
of
and I might do that. I might get a marriage visa just because, like I said, if the bot starts to fluctuate, I don't want any problems, you know. So I might get it just for that matter. I really don't want to put 800. I really don't want to put 400. But if I had to pick a choice between them, I'd pick the 400. So, although the immigration guy said it's a little bit more of a pain in the ass to get the marriage visa.
paperwork. Gotta love it in Asia.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, man, I've had nothing but good things happen to me since I got here. You know, the
Yeah,
first 6 8 months were kind of a bitch, but you know, once I met my wife now and talked to her, and if you would have talked to me the day that I moved to Thailand that I thought that I would ever meet anybody and fall in love with anybody again, I would have said absolutely not. It just ain't gonna happen. And it did, you know. So I'm a firm believer, you know. Don't never say never. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. And
very true.
it's been great. It's been great, man. And
And
perfect age.
as for the paperwork, I mean, you just go with the flow. As simple as that, you know.
Exactly.
One bit of paper a day.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, coming here, like I said, where I seen and like I said, I get hit up constantly. Anytime I go any place with my wife, all of her friends are there. I get asked 15 times, can you find me a boyfriend, a Farang boyfriend? Can you find me a husband? Can you? And these are 38 and 40-year-old women that are absolutely gorgeous to me anyway. I think my wife's gorgeous, you know. So, you know, you know, I'm looking at them going, why would you have any problem with anybody? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, and you know, they're all working women. They're making, you know, Thai wages.
Yeah.
But, and they're, like we talked before, they're looking for a man to take care of them, you know, and rightly so. Why not? Why, you know, I'm looking for somebody that wants to take care of me, you know, so why shouldn't it be a mutual deal? And like I said, it worked out perfect for me. There's some people that didn't, you know, I feel bad for you, but get off the horse and, you know, or get back on the horse and try it again. You know, don't get a bad taste in your mouth because you got scammed by somebody. And try to be a little bit more. Yeah, try to be a little bit more. I mean, there's pretty much telltale signs. I hear these and read these stories, you know, and most of them, you know, these people were asking them for money the second they met them online.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
red
you're
flags.
nice. Yeah. Can you send me 5,000 baht? I can't eat. You know, right out of the gate. And they wonder, God, she seemed so nice. Yeah, you were sending her 5,000 baht. You know, why not? I'd be nice to you too. But you know, it works both. Like I said, my wife has never asked me for a dime to this day. You know, I give her and I give her family and I give everything that I want to give. They've never asked me for anything.
Yeah, my widow was like that. Just like it was actually, she used to rouse on me, like we were saying. For
mine always tells me I spend too much money.
Yeah.
We only spend 180 baht for lunch. You give them 40 baht. I go, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems normal.
Yeah, seems right.
Yeah, I don't know. You're lucky. I was going to give them 100. So you've got me semi trained. I need a lot of let's see what Jam says. My husband will need a lot of help from y'all. And more than any time. Like I said, anybody on here, it's more of a family. So, you know, Jam, everybody tries to help one another about questions like you asked. And if I don't know, maybe Brock knows, maybe Chris knows, maybe Cobus knows, maybe all the people that are in the chat will definitely give you guys some kind of an idea. And like I said, you can find, I think in my about on my page, you can find my email address. By all means, email me, and of course Black Sheep will say I didn't get back to him in 4 or 5 days, but I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And anything that I can do to make things easier or answer questions, by all means ask. That's what everybody's here for, pretty much. Hey Tom, how you doing? What's Tom saying? Hi to Greg. Family's the way to go. Family visa. Okay. Al says, or who's this? No, Craig says, my mother-in-law sold her old Honda Wave for 8,000 baht. The guy fixed it up and sold it for 30,000. It's classic. I fixed up that one. I don't know. I have a video on my channel. I don't know. Couldn't tell you where it was. Excuse me. And she had a carbureted. Couldn't tell you the year. I want to say it was a Wave. It was the 100S, and I had him completely redo it. It looks like a new bike, and it's sitting under a cover downstairs. We use it as a backup. Actually, her father has taken it. But what's kind of going to help me is I told my wife there's too much clutter in this house. I'm not used to clutter. I grew up with an Italian mother, plastic runners on the carpet and, plastic on the furniture, shit like that. So I'm used to it being a little bit more on the tidy side, and I understand she works. And it'll be different too because I'm upstairs and sometimes I'll bring me food and I'll eat it up here. At the new place I designed it specifically so I didn't have to go up and downstairs. So I can go to the kitchen, I can sit at the new island and and have a good time and do it. But what's going to help out is now that they have taken over that spare bedroom, as that's mother and father-in-law's room now, we can store a bunch of stuff at her place. Like right now, before when we got the air conditioners, we stored all those there. The refrigerator's there. There's some fans and some other stuff there. But all the stuff that we don't need here, we've already got the okay to go ahead and put it over there. And that's really going to help cut down on all the clutter. But,
less is more.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, I can't, I take some of the blame. I've always been, I don't want to say a complete pig. No, a complete pig. I'll leave stuff laying around. But luckily, my wife that passed, she was a clean freak, and she didn't mind picking up after my butt. But and my mother, of course, I was her firstborn Italian son that I couldn't do any wrong.
Golden hair boy.
Still to this day, I am. Yeah, so I'm going to try more there. And like I said, being on the first floor and being able to just walk out my door 10 steps and be in my kitchen, my American kitchen, is going to be a lot easier. I drink my coffee there because in here I have my coffee maker. I've got everything in here. So, but so hopefully that'll work out. And she's already talking about moving stuff there. So
that's good. Good sign.
Yeah. What did I say? One girl I was chatting with ghosted me as soon as she figured out I wasn't going to get money. Yeah, and you can tell, like I said, the women, the ones that I have met through my wife and stuff like that are looking for it, they're really great women. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a 25-year-old that wants to party till 3 a.m. and drink every night and run around town, go to Pattaya or Bangkok or wherever you want to go, Walking Street in Patong or whatever, and have a ball, But you're not going to find, even in Nissan. I mean, the 25-year-olds are still young enough that most of them are going to end up with a Thai guy the first time around anyway, if they haven't already. But it would be a real rare thing to find a 25-year-old that didn't want to party with her friends, even here in Surin. And I'm just over that. I'm, going out with, like, if Brock and Chris and everybody was here and we were all with gals and we went out and had dinner and we stayed out till 10 o'clock and drank a few beers and ate dinner, that's fine. Or 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. But, it's not something that you're going to find out, that I want to do every night. But, I would love to do it, once a week or something. And I'm sure my wife would too. But it depends on what you're looking for. And the ones that that I would think, anybody that was from, 50 to and older, you're going to be, I think 35 to 38 is perfect. And maybe people might say, well, you're a sick son of a bitch or something. I don't know. But like I said, my wife, who was my age, a year younger, she's the only woman that looked young to me. Everybody else that I saw that was above 50, 55, 60 years old in the United States, I'm going, they're grandmothers. I'm still 35. So my mind is 35, my body's completely gone to crap. But when I look at a woman, that's what I want to see. I want to see a 38-year-old woman, and they want it, so it's not like I'm going there and being some sick, guy or something. They want it just as much as I do. I didn't go in there and say, I want you have to stay with me or whatever. They want to. She wants to make me happy. She loves being with me. She loves me. And if you can find that in the woman that age, we go to bed at 9 o'clock. Maybe we lay around and watch TV or something, but that's it. And I think most of the guys, that's what they're looking for, because most of the people that are on here aren't 25 and 30 years old. They're mainly 45 to 65. So
yeah, I'm partied out.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, not that I'm saying there's anything wrong with that if that's what you want.
No.
But yeah, but not for me. Let's see. What did I miss here? What does COVID say? Jam. Random places you're over to Thailand after he retires. What did Bill? Hey, Bill. I didn't even see here. I paid for a lot of sick buffaloes about 50 years ago. I've changed my mind since then. Yeah, and I don't know if I was 30 years old and in Thailand, like I said, I'd probably be dead in 2 weeks. But or 25 even, because to be able to run amok like that, first of all, I wouldn't want a girlfriend. I mean, I would have just hung out at the bars continuously until I dropped dead. I wouldn't have done that. But let's see.
Yeah, no.
I'm missing some. When I first met my wife, she would actually cry because I was a big tipper, and all she says is wages going out the door. Yeah, and that's the way my wife looks at it too. Because 25 years later, she thinks she's Rockefeller. Yeah, but you know what it is to me and you and to most people that are on the channel, or most people from a Western country, or somebody that has a reasonable income, 100 baht or 200 baht is nothing. It's not.
Yeah.
And to them, they're going, God, for 200 baht, I could buy enough food to cook in my kitchen for a week for my family. You know, and we don't look at things that way. And I do a little bit more now, and I try to. My wife understands that, my mother relied on raising me from her tips that she got working as a waitress.
Totally
So I have a
different.
tendency to over tip, and it just it just doesn't happen. Let's see if I miss anything.
See you later, Cobus.
Is Cobus leaving?
Yeah, he's off.
He's off. So let's see what it's. So is Dave still capable of handmade? Yeah, I could still make handmade pasta. Yes, I am.
You're a better man than me.
Do I? No. I do make from scratch homemade flour tortillas though, and I make quesadillas with that and stuff like that. I just use cheese and just the pork from here, and the hot peppers and onions, black olives, that kind of onion, that kind of stuff.
All the good
They're
stuff.
good. They turn out good. Yeah, it's easy for me to make because they're actually expensive. I mean, they're not really expensive. I think for 8 of them in the tops was 100 baht for 8. So $3 or something. But when I make them, because they'll go bad, because all of a sudden I'll want one, and then I won't want one for a week or 2 weeks, and then they're bad and they're gone. So,
yeah.
Let's see. What did Tom say? I support my entire family tie-in for I love doing what I can do. No buffaloes here now. Yeah, I agree, Tom.
Just going to bail out for a minute, mate.
Okay. Let's see. What does Black Sheep say? Jay, at our age, can't keep up with the John Bunnies here. I don't. Jim. Random places, the Thai consulate, U.S. health insurance links on their website. Good choice to meet the requirements. Okay. She must have asked about insurance, I'm gathering. Six buffalo. You know, that's an old term, I guess. Oh, I'm caught up, sort of. Please have spare guest room space. I want risotto. Okay. I've made risotto since I've been here.
They're going to
I've made a
provide
lot
you
of
that
things.
space under the stairs, Dave.
Yeah, I do have that. Joe's already trying to put money on that. So is a couple other people trying to prepay rent. But it's actually quite a nice little spot. Excuse me, guys. Get my water
Pretty big wall.
intake.
Make it just hang a curtain there.
Yeah, we had it designed. The brother that's building the cabinets, custom cabinets in the kitchen and the custom armoires or whatever it is in the bedroom. We've already designed it, just haven't found the money to do it yet. So eventually it'll get a door on it and it's going to be a nice little area in there for like just storing everything and not being in view of, looking like crap. But let's see. God, it's already been almost an hour and a half. But that's all right. We'll wrap for a little longer. Jake wants to come in and say hello. Mr. Jake, how are you? Hey, Randy.
Hey guys, I'm good. How are you?
All right. Hey, Jake. Thanks, Randy. Thanks for the ice cream fund. You're the man. We've had 3 so far. My wife's going to be extremely happy today.
You're wearing a
How's
nice
it going, Jake?
All's going well. It's halftime with the Buccaneers and the Saints, so I thought I'd drop in. How you guys doing?
Cool. I'm glad you could jump in. Chris is back.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Jake.
Let's see. Will says, since I will be busy celebrating on the 21st, happy birthday to Dave on the 22nd. Thanks, Bill.
22nd's your birthday, Dave.
Yeah. I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to do one on there and do one on Christmas. At least Christmas Day in Thailand.
So probably be in advance, happy 55th birthday to you, Dave.
Yeah, I wish I was 55th. Wouldn't that be nice? Good night. All right, good night, Martin. Have a good one.
Good night, Martin.
No, Martin.
Let's see if I'm missing anything.
Yeah, I'll probably
Everybody's helping Jam
on Christmas Day.
What's that?
I'll be at my daughter's place on Christmas Day having Christmas lunch.
Are we on the same day? Australia
and
Thailand? Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 hours difference on the East Coast. What time is it over your way, bro?
It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock here.
Everybody's helping out Jam. That is awesome. Try AA Insurance Brokers, Bangkok, fantastic company and price, full of insurance. 550 USD per year includes, I don't know what that is. What's WUHAN?
Wuhan. What is that? It means COVID.
That's cool.
Keep up, Dave. Keep up.
I know. I'm
that dirty word.
I know. You'd think I'd had an extra day rest. I was supposed to be on yesterday, and then
you're not allowed to say the word Wuhan on YouTube.
You're not? Oh well, they'll get over it. It was really weird because I had to, on that one, I think it was the 5th day of the bike trip, they had that fire. I did that video with the guy that put on the fire show in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think everybody did. But I was inside a lot, and they banned it worldwide because of one song. And I had them mute one song, and then they let me, of course, it couldn't be monetized or whatever, which I didn't care. But because of one song, it was banned worldwide. Chuck's.
The guy in the wheelchair with the
No. The video that I did and the live stream that Chuck did were both banned worldwide because of one song. I removed the one song and they let me post the video, although it can't be monetized, which, like I said, I don't care about. So I got to put it up there, but I forget what the song was. Maybe it was a dirty song. I don't know. Maybe they cussed a lot in it. I don't follow a bunch of the.
You can post all the hardcore rap stuff you want. And
this one song, either that or this person said, if somebody uses my stuff, I don't accept any of that copyright thing. I don't want none of it on or something, whatever it was. But it got banned. But it was a good one. If you guys haven't seen that with the guy with the wheelchair, he's really,
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that was.
really good.
And Chuck lost his whole live stream because of it.
Yes, he did.
Right.
Yeah. Mr. Mitch will be at the Wombat. When? Not today, right?
Yeah.
don't
Mr.
think so.
Mitch is
Oh,
at the
that'll be
Wombat
Christmas
quite
Day.
often.
Yeah, but he's over on the river right now.
But you
Yeah,
know,
Chuck.
I think Mitch is, he's not on here, so I don't want to talk too much about him. But I think he's looking at some alternative locations throughout Thailand, which it
Well,
would be an
he always-
interesting
has.
thread. You know,
He always has. From the beginning, he was going to come. He wanted to come and spend a little bit of time in Surin too, but he always wanted to look around and check out different areas. It's just kind of hard because I told him, I mean, if I either had a girlfriend or a wife that was, just me and her, I might base out of somewhere close to the airport there in Jantiem or Rayong
right?
or Pattaya, because look who's there. I mean, he's become friends with Nick Dean. He's become friends with Lucas, and now Chuck and James is there, and Mark is there, and Tom is there, and TT is there, and there's a bunch of people there. So I don't think it's a bad. But he had always talked about, hey, I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know where I'm going to go.
Right.
So he's always left it pretty open.
Well, I'm probably not going to throw it out there with a totally international group, but I would love to hear James do a TRICARE international. I don't know, not a rant, a video where he talks about working with TRICARE internationally and how he does it, because that's where so many of us, like myself, that are veterans of the United States military, where we're exactly like James. And, when he had to go get his tests and things, he'd always tweak it a little bit and say, yeah, everything was good. It's like, well, how did
maybe
you
there's a reason, but I mean, when I see him next, I'll ask him, or I would suggest on one of his videos or his next live stream, write him and ask him. He might do it. It probably will make an excellent video. So I don't see why
it would. I mean, the thing is most of us, at least on this channel, we're all connected online. We all fire off like messages online, and James's emails are always wrong and stuff. It's like I think it's a disinformation campaign to keep people from emailing him and stuff.
Of course, now I know how to get a hold of him too. But he always said Facebook was the best way to get him a message. That's what he told me.
And I hate Facebook.
Yeah, me
by
too.
the way, I hate it.
All right, what does Craig say here? Jim, you don't need the insurance requirements if your husband gets an O visa based on a Thai spouse, although the COVID insurance, which is separate, is still required. I think that's a true fact. But like I said, I would always check, too, in case did she leave or is she still here? Hey, Chris Outdoors, I hadn't seen you. How you doing? What time? Dom wanted to know what time, Tom. Who's this one? When will Jake start helping snip proper meat and sausage and Dave and Surin? I don't know. I don't quite understand that. So you have to re-ask that. Hi guys, getting late for me here now, but wanted to say hello. I'm glad you stopped by and at least said hello. Let's see what Tom say. Your husband needs to apply for an AO visa and then extend by marriage. I'm really weird because I've got an O, and I don't know whether my wife had them talked into we were married or whatever, but I have an O visa, retirement O visa. I
Hey
think that means
guys,
you're
I'm
married.
I'm gonna duck for now. Back to the game.
All
Tampa
right.
Bay Bucks. I'm gonna go watch it. All right, y'all take care.
Sawadee krap.
Saudi Krab. Have a great night.
Have a
Cheers.
good one, Jack.
Bye.
All right. See
All
you.
right. Thanks, Chris, Brock, Dave. Appreciate it, and all you guys out there. Appreciate
All
it.
right. Have a good one. Bye,
We'll
Jake.
catch you later, Jack. Be a good boy.
Domitric 10:30 at the Wombat. Okay. I am thinking of what? Let's see. My husband is learning and getting information about retirement in Thailand. I have zero knowledge about because I am not in retirement age yet. Well, there's a couple of ways you can do it. I don't know where you're at, but if you're close enough to an embassy are you in the United States? I think so, right? Even if you're not, if you go to the embassy, you can get it all through the embassy. I think Mark did it that way. Is that right, Brock? Mark got his retirement visa through the embassy in Australia, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. So you can do it both ways, or you can come here and come on a whatever visa, 3-month tourist visa, and then have somebody help you or whatever. You can always pay for information. Most of the people find that easier to do if they have the money. If they don't have the money, obviously you probably speak Thai, and that's probably all you really need is to be able to talk to immigration and see what they need. But you can do it in your country from the embassy, and they'll give you all the information, or your husband all the information that he needs.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah, that's what I've got, Tom. What's that?
some visas. It seems that some visas are easier if you come over on, say, a 90-day visa, and then you get a retirement extension, and then you don't have to have the insurance.
Right.
But if you
That's
get
what I did.
and if you get it in your home country, then you need insurance, and it's fairly convoluted how the whole system works.
That's the way I got mine. I was on a 3-month rotation going in and out and back and forth to the U.S. But yeah, you shouldn't have any problem. They should give them a lot of good information. Make this your home channel. Lots of great information. Okay. Let's see. Hi. Okay? So you're in Florida. I don't know. Is there an embassy in Florida? I think in New York, right? I don't know if there's an embassy there.
Yeah, I think it's okay in Perth, Gary.
I would just let your husband check into what they want. If you feel confident, I don't know how long you said before you're going to move here, middle of next year, I think. I would just they'll tell you exactly what you need. It's a lot easier. Like my mother's house, I had said before, is without traffic, 30-45 minute drive from my mom's house to the Thai embassy in Los Angeles. So that makes it nice. So when I would go home on my 3-month deal, I would just go down there. You'd drop it off at 9 o'clock in the morning. At 3, they'd tell you to come back, and you'd pick it up that same day for the tourist 3-month or the extension visa.
You can tell us, Chris. We won't tell anybody.
Mm,
What was that?
And neither
Matrix
confirm
War.
nor deny.
Have you ever heard of NDAs? It can be brutal, absolutely brutal.
We won't disclose anything. You can trust us.
Yeah, no one will hear. It's a small channel. It won't spread like wildfire. Places you can live here comfortably for 1,200. Yeah, depending on it's so much easier if you're not a drinker and you're even a smoker. Smoking's cheap, but I wouldn't suggest it. I've been having for 2 years. Best thing I ever did. Of course, it's either that or die. So one of the two. But it depends so much on that. That biggest one is drinking, because drinking can be quite expensive here. If you're just social drinkers, it doesn't really matter. The best way, if you're coming from the U.S. and you've been there a long time, and you both are getting, I don't know how long they said, maybe you work there, maybe you're getting Social Security, maybe you're an American citizen. I don't know, Jam, but it's so much easier when you're a married couple, and the prices that stuff is right now is phenomenally low. And if you both have a good Social Security, and I'm saying that most people float between 13 and 1700, I would think probably on an average 1500. So at a 3000 for a couple that didn't want to go out and party, you want to go out and eat every night, you could do it on the 3000. As long as you're not, having steak and lobster every night, but you can do it within reason. It's a lot easier for a couple, especially if you're on Social Security from the U.S. Let's see. What's this one? Craig says, mine is a no marriage visa, always has been, never changed. By the check to see if I'm still married, other than reporting. Yeah, I'm hoping. There was rumors before COVID got here that they were going to answer everybody's prayers, being foreigners, and get rid of the 90-day check-in, which I think is kind of ridiculous. They know where you are. I mean, most people that are here, I'm going to say in 90 days, they went and spent at least one night in a hotel somewhere, even if it was for 2 nights, just to get away from their house. And once you did that, you have to give them your passport. They know exactly where you are. So I don't know. Hopefully they will. There was a bunch of talk about that, about them ending that. So we'll see. It's really low down on the list now, of course. Let's see. Thailand Digital. I tried to send you an email. I got a IP blacklisted message, and the content was lost. Wow. Okay, that's weird. You can work with Tom on that. Let's see. Trying to remember. When you apply for an extension by marriage, you need 60 days in Chonburi and Rayong. Offices have different rules. Yeah, they all do. Like mine, like I said, that new. What did she say? We don't drink, can we? Yeah, of course. I'm just saying monetarily wise, and what your budget is, and stuff like that. Like I said, if you're both, even if your husband has a good Social Security and a retirement, you're set. Two people coming from the U.S. with 1,500 or so, Social Security, you live quite well, very comfortably on 3,000, I believe, depending on where you want to live. It's a little more expensive to live in maybe downtown Bangkok or Phuket areas, but still, I want to say if you're in that 3,000 range, you can live quite comfortably. Can you live on 1,500? Sure, you can. Be a little bit harder for a couple to do that, but you'll be eating mama noodles and drinking a lot of water. But that's the only reason I say about drinking, because I know that I don't drink that much at all. So, but if you are a drinker, if you go out and you could spend what? Let's talk to the drinkers. Brock probably knows. I don't know, 2,000-3,000 baht a night drinking and buying people a couple of Leos. And what are they, like 100 baht a piece, 80 baht a piece in a bar? I don't even know.
If you go to a bar, yeah.
Yeah.
When I do my drinking on the front porch, so I just
Yeah.
go
Well, that
down to the
is.
local
Now, how much is it?
shop.
I don't even know. How much is a Leo? How much are those big
Um,
Leos and the
I
can
normally
Leo?
get the three big bottles for about 150 baht each,
150
and
baht each. So what's that? $4 $5 a piece?
yeah,
Something
so
like that.
about what was
Is that
costing me 500 baht a night, I think, for
to have three
and
beers?
yeah, me and
But they're
my
big.
twin brother would sit down there, and my twin Thai brother, he's a lot younger and different mother and father. He owns the local motorbike repair shop. But we get the beer, and we just sit in the front porch and
Mhm.
have a couple of
Yeah.
beers
See, I
every
don't
night.
I don't get intoxicated. That doesn't work. But I had two of the, what were they? Jägermeisters, and then
Jaegers,
mostly
yes.
I had was one of the tall beers over ice was plenty. But like I said, I have just as much time sitting drinking with somebody, having one or two beers and drinking the rest, either soda
You can
water
always
or
switch to soda water.
yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
cares.
Exactly. Question, Dave. Have you been to the tallest? No, I have not. I have not been there yet. So I do want to go because I heard there's an awesome restaurant, I think, in the top of it that I want to, or buffet or some kind of thing. I'm always up for a buffet. And they when I walk in, they get a scared look on their face. We lost Chris. Random
Nope,
places.
just
Most of
fell off
us
again.
don't drink, so not much of an issue with generally meat. Yeah, and like I said, if you're there's Chris back. If you're a social drinker, that's we'll have about. Yeah, I think you'll be perfectly content with that. I would think. I would be really surprised. I don't know, where do you want to live? Where are you from, Jam? What part of Thailand and what part of Thailand are you planning on to retiring in? Like I can live twice as good here in Surin than I could in Phuket. And that's
Stupid
because if I
dog.
really wanted to, I could get a 1 bedroom here for 5,000 baht or less. And in Phuket, I'd probably, well, during normal
Probably won't have a
times,
sleep.
I'd probably pay 12,000 baht or more for a
Silly dog.
bachelor or something in Kamala or in anywhere on Phuket. It's just high dollar. I think if I put you up Curry Con, since I've been there and met Joe, I really like that area. I actually really like Rayong. I want like to travel there a little bit more, but I like that area. But depending on where you want to go, but I would think that would be plenty, Jam. I just can't see it not being enough. What did Soy say? Well, Wahin is so far most similar to Florida. Yeah, the beaches are nice there. I a lot of people, a lot of foreigners in Wahin. I was surprised when I drove through there. Of course, on my way in and back, but I spent a week there when I went down to do that interview with Joe a little over a year ago. Let's see. Place of 3,000 you will be. Yeah, I think so too, Tom, right? I would think very, very good. I'm a social drinker and live myself to 5 or 6 when I'm out. Yeah, I mean, as long as you got that into your budget and you're not I'm going to sit there and I'm going to drink 1,000 baht a night, then I'm going to buy all my friends 2,000 baht worth of drinks, and I'm going to ring the bell 5 times, and you end up walking out with 6, 7,000 baht lighter in your pocket. That could put a crimp on your budget. But as long as you're reasonable, I think you're going to be. I think I save money with the amount of money that I take, and then I've got the whole family here, and my wife, and it's going to be 14,300 is what the payment on the house is going to be. And you have no plan to settle anywhere yet. You're just going to travel around. That's always good. Nothing wrong with that. The only thing is that you're going to get better prices on places if you stay there a little while longer. But I think right now you can get very decent prices at a month if you can commit to a month in this area, a month in that area, and whatever, and travel around. That'd probably be the best way to do it. Like saying 1,000. How you doing? No, saying hi to Mark. Saying hi to Joe. Are there people or services that help get settled in like fly? Oh yeah, you bet. Open a bank account. Yeah, if you want to, Chris. Jump on one time when Mitch is on here. He'll probably be on the next one. Or if you see him on any live stream, ask him. He did the whole thing. He paid for the company to get him his retirement visa. Same company got him his bank account. Same company got him his driver's licenses, both vehicle and scooter. Everything that you would want, and they'll have the name of it. If not, when I talk to him, I'll get the name and I'll write it down. And in 2 days, I'm going to be doing another live stream. I'll make sure that I have that info for you. But yes, definitely. And I think it's the same one that James used too, Chocolate Man in Thailand.
They can also help with insurance and
Yeah, anything that
like
you
that as
want.
well.
Anything that you want, Mark. I'm also associated.
I think getting
Limit myself
apartment
to one.
getting
Yeah, Joe's
apartment
on.
accommodation is more difficult. You need to go and, but you can get real estate agents who will sort it out for you.
Yeah, and he dealt. I know Mitch dealt with a bunch of real estate agents too. We have a
Yeah, but that
farm.
was socially, wasn't it?
What's that?
That he dealt with them socially, didn't he?
No, he also dealt with them because a couple of them he dealt with just having them show him condos. So I think he does. But it's so like James said, he came back from he had to give up his condo before he left. And then when he came back from the States, it's like there's 60,000 condos for rent in John T.M. Pattaya area. So it's not real hard to do. You get somebody and they'll show you, different, they'll show you as many as you want to see. What is this? Chris Outdoors can definitely point you in the right direction. We really help each other. Yeah, and I will definitely, Chris. I will definitely find out uh, what the name of it is. I will ask him, and he'll give it to us. Because there are several options, but Chuck and James have videos on it. Yeah, I know. I know James would definitely on who he used for the services of getting insurance, the service for getting his license, his visa, all that is definitely on his channel if you want to look at it. I know Chuck's, I know for he didn't use anybody for visas or for anything like that, but he did for an insurance company, I believe. He did a video on that. Let's see.
Yeah, Chuck's got a video on that, and he's got a place that does legal stuff.
Cool.
But you can find that
Yeah,
in
there's
the
agents.
descriptions on his videos.
Yeah, it's not and from what Mitch said, it wasn't horribly expensive, but expensive is all relative. If you're making $200,000 a year, rent is menial. But so it's all relative. But he didn't really say, "Oh my God, they gouged me," and this. He said it was great. They were great to work with. He did it the same reason that James did it. They didn't have to do shit. They gave him the
Yeah.
information, wrote it down. They were willing to pay for that service. They were happy to give him that service and make money. Of course, it's a tough time, but it wasn't going to cripple anybody, from what I remember the prices. He's saying thanks. You
Yeah,
bet.
you can do it yourself if you're prepared to wander around, make mistakes, repeat, make mistakes, repeat. These people have done it all before, so they know not to make mistakes. They know exactly what you need, how much you need. So time
So what
is
is
money.
Chris, you have a channel. Let's see, Chris Outdoors. After watching some of your videos, so he has videos. I will definitely check them out and subscribe. And he's saying thank you. And so he says, remember, usually find residential place near the immigration reporting station in Thailand. Like, yeah, I got really lucky with this new, building right next to me, 10 minutes away from here, 5 minutes away from the house. So it's nice. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is easy. If you have, I don't know what your situation is, but if you have somebody here that can either a friend or a partner or a wife or whatever the case may be that speaks Thai, it's not really hard. I mean, you can go in. I do it. I did it with my wife. It cost me to get my visa. Um, it cost me 1,900 baht, so it costs under $60 to get renewed for the year. And then once you do that once, you know exactly what paperwork. You can go in beforehand and say, has anything changed since last year? Here's what I have. They'll tell you if you need any more paperwork, bring that back the next day. And it's a, couple hour deal and you're done once a year. So, they will charge you a little bit of money to do that for you. If that's what you want, that's fine. If you have the money, it's perfectly understandable. But
Yeah.
it
Same
is
all
what
over
it is.
Asia.
There's a Thai person, her channel. It's Thai things. She does all. Speaks for that sounds very familiar. I think that's the one that maybe James used or Chris used. Very small channel. That's all right. Everybody has very small channel.
Some
I'll
of us
check it
try
out.
not to have a channel.
Yeah, I just want to visit Thailand. First time for 1 to 3 months. Seems like there's a lot of preparation. I'm lucky. Thai
That's-
embassy is only 40 minutes. Yeah, you're close to
That's
me,
the
Randy.
best way to do it.
Yeah, Randy's in Thousand Oaks, so I don't know if anywhere that he's from. And my mom's house is probably a 20-minute drive to wherever Randy is, so we're close there. You'll like it here. I got my own insurance, my own visa, and bank account. Absolutely easy. Yeah, it is. It's not hard, but like I said, Mark, some people just they don't want to be bothered. They don't care. They don't want to be bothered. Chris has a fantastic channel if you like seeing snow. I like seeing snow. I just don't like living in snow. That's why I'm glad I'm in Thailand. And the place that I live was absolutely perfect because I was at 3,500 feet in Central California in the high Sierras. It would snow maybe 3-4 times a year. It would stay on the ground for maybe the most a week, usually 2 or 3 days, and melt and be gone. So you come out and go, ooh, isn't this nice? And go away. And then it would go away. So it was nice. Bass Lake's a little bit higher, 4,000. They could get stuff that would last 2-3 weeks sometimes. But where I was, it was perfect. Perfect for me.
We don't
Yeah,
do snow where I am.
anytime, Chris. Everybody here is happy to help.
Always someone here that has a clue what's going on.
Not really. We just make stuff up. We just talk in a convincing manner.
That's the one.
Some would say we talk shit.
No.
My light fell and I didn't even realize it. My background still looks okay. Let's say we've been here long enough to where I should go in and change my background. I think this one looks nice. Yeah, why not?
I've just been playing with mine while we've been talking.
I saw that. I'm trying to. Still a little hazy in the back. There we go. A little blue water.
Beautiful.
Yeah, without the light, it kind of does that little fading in the corner. Let's see.
Yeah, I've got a light putting up there.
Yeah, I've got 3 of them, and I only put one in. Now the daughter used the other one when she makes her little stuff. Will Dave go waterfall hunting in the new year after house settlement? I like waterfalls. Yeah, I will stop. I do want to do that motorcycle camping thing before I die. I got to get a tent, a sleeping bag, about 10,000 baht I got to spend. And like I said, I've been shoving most of it into the house, every little dime that I've had. So, but I would like to do it now because it's been 62 Fahrenheit this morning, and the hottest it gets is about 80, 82. So I can definitely sleep with the fan that I've also got to get to, a battery operated fan. I'll be able to sleep. I don't like critters and shit, so yeah, I'm going to go to a open place in the beginning to do the first one. I really enjoy watching them. I subscribe to 2 or 3 of the motorcycle camping, solo stuff. I think you get a lot of stuff. You get to get your mind straight when you're just by yourself and there's no one there but crickets. And doing the YouTube stuff, you get to blast off some stuff and I don't know. I thought it would be fun. People might like watching it. There's only a couple of people, Thai people that do it here in Thailand.
Yeah.
Let's see. What did I miss? Anything? Did a few.
Yeah, I don't think I've missed snow. We don't do snow in Perth.
Yeah, I bet you don't. This will sound crazy, but I think I would miss the snow. They travel back to Canada. Well, see, now I don't know. The Canadians that I met when I spent my 8 months in Costa Rica, they only came. When the Canadians came, they came one day. They all came into the area that I was in, big tourist area, and they all came within a couple of days of each other. and then they all left within a couple of days of each other, and they'd have big party at the bar when they were leaving and big parties at the bar when they got there. And it was my understanding that if you were Canadian and retired, you had to spend a certain amount of time in Canada to keep your medical insurance. So maybe you can enlighten us on that, Chris. But that's what they told me. They said we have to spend so much time in Canada to keep our medical, whatever. I think medical's free in Canada anyway. But to keep it, or to keep their retirement money, or to keep their government money, something to that effect, they had to live in Canada a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
Maybe you
I
can
guess
enlighten it.
we were an exception to the rule because we were based all over the planet. Although
Yeah.
being a Canadian-based company, and being an Australian,
Right.
technically it was all very convoluted how we got paid and all the rest of the stuff. So that's why I'm quite happy being a contractor these days till a couple of weeks' time. I can wave bye-bye to it all.
Yeah. That's awesome. I think you're gonna be in seven heaven. Being
Oh,
here,
yeah.
I believe. I know I was. Let's see, what does this one say, Chris? Randy E. Unfortunately, the Thai council in LA does not take any in-person appointments. All documents are submitted electronically. Really? When did that could be? I haven't been there in 2 years. So when I was there, you just walked in. Of course, that was pre-COVID. So, but what I have to do, and I'm still the biggest procrastinator on the planet, I still only have one page in my flipping passport. So I gotta send it in, man. I gotta do that.
Do it today, Dave.
I know. Maybe I'll print up the paperwork, or I'll download the paperwork, send it to my wife. She can print it out, bring it home, and maybe I will do it. I got to get it done.
You don't have a printer?
No, I've been threatening to buy one for 6 months now and never got around to it. And now we just talked about it last night. And when I said earlier, there was that that
I'm going to get you
computer
around
store.
to it for Christmas, Dave.
What's that?
I'm going to get you around to it for Christmas.
Yeah. Because I said my wife stopped for Tamarind last night, and the place next to it is a place. Oh, that's the place I've been telling you about. It's got a computer place that sells a bunch of stuff, and they sell printers and everything else. So I'm going to go in there and check out the prices. Maybe I'll go this weekend. Maybe I will get me something for Christmas. The only reason I wasn't going to buy it is because I didn't want to move it twice. If I move it here and set it up, then I got to.
You need a scanner in it as well.
I have to be in Canada for 6 months to keep our free medical plan. Yeah, and that's what it was. They all came, of course, not in the rainy season. In Costa Rica, it was almost the same exact climate as here, but they're both on opposite sides of the planet. They both get 12 hours. They're both the same distance almost from the equator. They both get 12 hours of light, 12 hours of dark every day, 365 days a year. They have a rainy season and a dry season. They have humidity off the charts, just like here. It was almost exactly the same climate there as it is here in Thailand. And they all came a certain time of the year. It was like they all got together. They all knew each other or something, probably because they would all come into the bars together. So if you were there for one stint of 6 months or whatever the deal that they stayed, you obviously got to know everybody. Let's see. But that doesn't really matter. Even if away for longer, it can be reinstated once you return, I believe. Yeah, I know they were kind of worried about it. I mean, they didn't want to push the envelope, or they were just lazy like me and didn't want to have to do any extra paperwork. I don't know, but they were adamant on the day that they left, they had a big giant party. The Thai embassy online portal for visa is very easy. Remember, when uploading documents, use JPEG, not PDF. That's good info, and I'm sure if Tom's telling it, it's a true fact. My visa was done electronically. You can use a PDF for the visa website. Pass requires a JPG.
Yeah.
I kind of understand what you guys are saying.
Yeah, a PDF is a world standard for emailing, electronically transferring documents. Um,
Okay.
but for the app for the Thai Pass and a few others, for some reason, they want you to have a JPEG, which is a picture file. And that creates all sorts of problems because documents don't come out quite right. It's harder to handle, harder to process.
I'm way behind on stuff. I just saw
Oh,
Joe. Thanks for the super chat. He said, "Start a printer fund for day."
yeah.
It isn't so much the fun that I need is it's getting off my ass and going down and buying one. And it's so
Just go
easy
down.
too because normally I would just buy it off of Lasada, so it's one button on the computer and it's done. But my
Go to
wife is always go
Big
ahead.
C. Go to Big C. You can get printers in Big C.
Yeah, I want the one that you can fill up the reservoirs. So ink's always been a problem with me with printers for years. And now I see these ones they have reservoirs that are actually external to the printer
Yep.
and you
Yep.
just fill them up. That's probably what I'll end up with. What's a good name? I used to get what was it, the one that I got? Epson, I think I've gotten before. And most of
Epsons
the
are all
time
right. HPs aren't bad.
HP is what I would get to. What's that?
HP and Epsom tend to
Yeah.
ship with a lot of bloatware, which is a lot of extra software that clogs up your computer.
Yeah, don't put the disc in. Just plug it in and let it find the drivers.
Okay.
Yeah, the Canon do a lot better, I think, and a lot of printers
Okay.
are built on Canon innards.
I think that the one that I was looking at on Lasada was a Canon.
Yeah,
But the ones in the past that I got, I think I got mostly HPs, and I got Epsons a couple of times.
HPs are overpriced. The consumables are overpriced, and they're full of bloatware.
Okay.
You can't run it without having the software to connect it up to the networks. And I've installed a few of them on various networks over the years, and they're a pain in the ass.
Okay. I'll take that.
And much easier.
I have to go back and
Or,
take care of
or
matters. All right, Dom.
brother printers are good too.
Okay. I'm in trip. Let's see what's this. You still in Pattaya or did you move to John TM? I don't know. Maybe they'll answer. Or if they did, they probably already did answer. For about 500 US, you can fly round trip from Bangkok to Singapore on the island of Nagano, Japan. You can get snow fixed there, 15 feet. Cool. I'm not a big. First time I ever went snow skiing, I drove a 65 Volkswagen full of people, bug. Didn't know about skiing. Didn't know that. They have lace up boots. Do you need to lace those up real tight? No, they didn't tell me that. So the first day I went, I broke my ankle. So that was my extension of skiing. So I'm not a big skier. In Pattaya, the hotel you mentioned used extra space for additional beds instead of couches. What am I missing here? I said 45 minutes ago I was late and just wanted to say hi. Your live streams are too interesting. I appreciate it. Thanks, Chris. I know it's about time to end it
normally
pretty
works
soon.
here.
There's something wrong with Chris if he thinks this is a helpful and interesting channel. Just old guy bumping a gum.
I have a Canon G3200 with the mega ink tanks. Can easily print for over a year without it. That's perfect. That's what I want. And the kids need it too. When they come here, they need to print stuff for school and stuff like that. So I might even get them one to take back to the apartment in Bangkok.
Canon printers also scan, Dave, so they always need to scan documents and pictures in. And
yeah, because I want the triple thing, the one that does them all fax, and I think they all do faxes now, or most of them anyway.
I
And
don't think anybody uses fax anymore, but yeah, they're most.
I don't think they do either. Yeah, you're probably right. I remember the first faxes we had. It had the round paper, so that when it came out, it was all curled up in a freaking
yeah.
I remember all that, and I remember the pagers before phones what a nightmare that was. But anyway, Thailand Digital Nomad. It's an older hotel room decorated from the tribes. So you guys are talking amongst each other, which is cool. I find the Canon cameras are great. That's what I have. I've got the 7 and I've got my M3 mirrorless. Perfect. I wish I had the 8. Joe has the 8. But the 7's fine. I got a bunch of lenses for it. My iPhone 13 is so good. I find I'm using it. Yeah, and Joe got the 13 too, and he loves it. And I just don't want. I just can't see spending. How much are they? I want to say $1,200, $1,500. I don't even know. If you want to get any kind of memory, they're probably $1,200. I'd rather have a computer.
$2.5 grand in Aussie dollars for the top of the line 13 max with a terabyte of RAM.
Yeah, definitely not. You'll never see one of those in my hand. I'll rather have a computer. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your kind advice and help. I hate to, but have to an early appointment. No worries, Chris. You take it easy, and you're welcome anytime. And like I said, shoot emails or pop back on if you have any questions whatsoever.
Samsung had a great ad for their latest phones, extolling all the virtues and how easy it was to use, and then at the bottom of it was a thing that said, and it comes with a free charger.
With a free charger.
Which costs you extra.
You know what most people complain about? I know James does big time. He doesn't like them anyway. He got the 6 or something and didn't like it, but is that lightning port? It should be one of those fast charging C ports that everybody's got, And I don't know. I imagine the new ones are still lightning. I'm guessing. In fact, I know they are because I used Joe's charger when I went over to the house one morning. I forgot mine at the house, and I plugged in, and it was lightning. Tried to learn how to ski twist my knee and limped around for a week. Yeah, I had a boat full of people. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Thank God I didn't lose everybody. And had to drive that Volkswagen home with. We were full. I think there was 5 people, 3 in the back, 2 in the front, stuffed in that little Volkswagen. I want to say I was 17, maybe 17. That was fun. All right, what does this say in Aussie? 2,000, yeah. What is that in the U.S. dollars? I don't even know. Do you know?
Probably about 1,700.
About that.
700, 800, 1,000. So
1,700.
17. Okay, 1,700. That's all. Yeah, well, that's crazy. I'm only going to spend 800 on the computer if I get that same one that Mike's having, and have the either 16 or 32 meg of RAM put in it. I'm still not going to spend over $800. No, you'll never see another iPhone in my hand. I just won't do it, even if I'm a millionaire. There's certain things I won't spend money on.
Back when iPhones needed iTunes to talk to the computer,
Yes. My wife went through that all the time. And that's why I think she waited till the 7 or the 8 to get me or to tell me to buy mine and change. I just looked at the Max over 2,000.
It was a music handling program, and I didn't like the way it operated, so I uninstalled it, only to find out that iTunes, when you installed it and opened it, moved all the music files into its directories. So when you deleted it, you deleted all your music.
Holy shit!
So I thought,
and that sounds about right, because I think Chris said 25 and somebody else said 2, but 2,000. I heard 2,000 for top of the line, with all the memory and all that crap. That's just crazy. I don't know. It's a freaking phone, and if I was going to do that, I don't know if you've seen James's Chocolate Man in Thailand's videos. Obviously, you probably have. He shoots that all on that Samsung phone, and it's got stabilization. It's got everything in it, and I think he paid, I don't know, 500. I don't know how much those Samsungs are. Maybe a little more, but still, I know it wasn't close to. It wasn't over 1,000.
No, they're cheaper. They're cheaper than Apple.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I don't think he paid. I think he paid. I want to say. I don't know. I don't even know what kind it was.
I think it cost me 1,000 for my Note 20, which my son got me from JB Hi-Fi. Seeing he works there, it's cheaper.
1,000 Aussie or 1,000
1,000 Aussie.
American? Yeah, so 700 or
Yeah,
800
about that.
American. Yeah, that I can understand. But this 8, I still haven't quite figured out how to do everything on it. It does
Yeah.
everything I need, So it shoots 4K. I mean, I don't know. I mean, in a pinch, it works fine for video if I forget the GoPros or I want to shoot, with that with that so I can put out a short or something. It's easy to just boom, boom. Within 3 minutes, I can put a short up. So it makes it kind of neat. All right, let's see what Dom's saying here. Is there anyone in Petition that would like to meet for lunch or dinner today? There you go. I'm sure Mark or somebody will call. Tom will probably be around. I'm sure they'll get a hold of you. Did all of my vids on the 12 Pro Max. Yeah, and my wife wants a new one. I don't know. I think if it's reasonable, she has an 8 just like me. I think the 11 is a decent phone, and I think you can get that for new. I think you can get for 800 or something.
Yeah, now the 13s are out. The 12 Pros and Pro Maxes have dropped a bit too, so they got
but see something like that. But like I said, I still haven't figured out, and I've dropped this phone. I've had it for I don't know when the 8 came out. 5 years ago, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5 years ago or so, something like that. And I've dropped it maybe 500 times, and I've never broke the screen, and I've never had a problem with it. And I've got it's only got I bought it the first day it came out, which was a mistake because I wanted the more memory, and they only had the lower memory one in stock. But it served me well for 5 years. I'd say anything, if I was to do anything, I might get rid of this one and maybe upgrade to an 11 with more memory or a 12 with more memory if the price was right. See, Tom says, oh, no, he's in immigration today. All right, guys, I think I am going to end this live stream. Glad to hear you arrived safely.
Yeah, it's 2
It's
o'clock.
only.
It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes.
That's
Thanks
all right.
everybody for showing up. We're going to do it again on my birthday in 2 days. Thanks everybody that gave the super chats. I really appreciate it. There goes Joe again.
Thanks, Joe.
Joe's he's an animal. Thank you very much, and I will. Everybody want to say goodbye before I go to the thing on here anyway, and I will catch you all on the next one. Thanks everybody in the chat. See you in a couple of days.